Hi, I'm Paul with EnergySmart. Today we're going to talk about mold, particularly mold that occurs inside the home. And two things we need for mold. We need high moisture content in the home, and we need cold surfaces for that moisture to condense on. So typical sources of moisture in a home, it can be an earthen basement. That's a continuous pump of warm, moist air into the building. Cooking, showering, these are all areas where we have high concentrations of moisture that are entering, along with just the people. When we breathe, we exhale moisture. So we also need cold surfaces. Sometimes the cold surfaces are obvious. Windows. Sometimes it's around doors. Wall surfaces that are cold. Moisture condenses in these areas. Oftentimes it's places where there isn't a lot of air movement, so the warm air inside the building isn't really cooling or isn't heating those surfaces. So tops and corners of rooms, around doors, around windows, and behind furnitures like a bed. These areas are places that tend to attract mold. Behind a bureau would be another place, particularly upstairs in a building. And these areas, the concentrations can get to the point where they can really start to affect people, particularly people with respiratory or other sensitivities. So the way we want to control mold is, one, we can insulate and keep the surfaces warmer, or secondly, and more importantly, really, we want to ventilate. When we have mold in the building, we want to make sure that we have the means to blow that moisture from the kitchen out of there. We want to seal the basement from allowing the moisture to evaporate with a sheet of plastic. It can be relatively simple and cheap. And when we have concentrations in a bathroom, we want to be able to put a fan in there and run that fan and vent the building. So we want to build the building tight, insulate it well, ventilate it right, and that way we can control high moisture and cold surfaces and prevent problematic mold.